and the highly anticipated episode 1 world premiere of Space Dandy is here. Space Dandy. Space Dandy. So immediately coming into this, I will tell you after episode 1, based off my first impressions and kind of just looking at the material itself, to put it into perspective, what the series would feel like is if you take Cowboy Bebop's premise of kind of like bounty hunting aliens and stuff like that, and you mix it up with Gintama with its wackiness and its trolling zaniness, and you just add like tons of colors. And in a nutshell, that's so far what I gather of Space Dandy. Pretty much the premise of it is this guy, he's cruising the galaxy, he's just chilling basically, and he's looking for some ass. Because there's a lot of boobs in the universe, and there's a lot of, big jugs out there, but he's an ass man, so you get that clear. And I guess one of the big things about this series so far from what I get as well is that the main character, he's a manly man. He's a man's man. He, wants to sit back, drink some booze, look at some ass, and enjoy himself. And that's pretty much what I get for the main character. Now, again, what I'm saying regarding it being like a Bebop and Gintama, twist is that you have like some of the serious aspects. You have Dr. Jeru, which I believe he's one of the main villains. He's kind of looking for Dandy because he has his evil deeds or whatever he wants to do, and he wants to take down Dandy or whatever. So you have that serious thing in the wings, but it's kind of like just throwing out a lot of comedy for you for the most part with this episode 1 at the very least, is that you really just get like a lot of comedy, a lot of zaniness, kind of introducing characters. You got the robot QT, and as well as you got the other character Meow. And I want to talk about the dubbing real quick, the English voice actors that they chose. First of all, they have for the main character Dandy, the guy that plays Toriko also, and he plays a pretty good role. I mean, Toriko's a manly man, sort of throw him with Dandy, cool shit. I was really excited about the voice actress for QT the robot. First of all, it was a weird choice of them to have that auto-tune sound effect on top of her voice, and I'm hoping that in time that doesn't really become annoying, because that could definitely get annoying after a certain point. For me, it was fun at first, but I don't know, 12, 24 episodes, however many episodes the series will be, if that would get annoying after a certain point. But the fact that they have the voice actress that played Detective Conan, the little kid Conan, it boggles my mind, and I'm so happy about that because it's one of my favorite, all-time long-running anime. So to get that in there, and she hasn't done work in a while, was pretty interesting as well. Then you also have Meow. I'm not really familiar with his voice, but I believe he's been in a couple series as well. There's a lot of known actresses and actors in this one. You got Kent Williams in there as well. It's part of the ship, the monster thing. So you have a couple different, notable voice actors playing in here, even though it's from Funimation's pool cast. But nonetheless, good stuff on the dubbing. I'm really excited. They have a lot of chill things. And from what I get from Space Dandy so far, you're not coming into this for an epic. If you're looking for Sword Art Online, Attack on Titan episode 1, that's not what you're getting. Like I said, you're getting some serious aspects to it, and it's building around it. You totally see it has serious stuff. There's wars going on between galaxies and stuff like that on the outskirts, but you're getting a lot of zaniness in it, and it's supposed to basically just be a chill series where guy's a main chill character. He just wants to look at ass all day and hunt aliens down and stuff like that. So you're really just getting a chill vibe. You're not going to get an epic with this one, and for what it is so far, from what I got from Space Dandy, it's nothing to write home about dear mom, I love Space Dandy, but it is something to give you a smile on your face. And with due time, I could totally see it. Again, why I compare it to Bebop and Gintama is that while Gintama is a troll fest, you can get some good laughs out of it. And with Space Dandy, I could totally see that, because I could totally see him getting kind of attached to his crew in a way, so to speak. And as time goes on, when probably war will pop off after a certain point. So with this series so far, based off episode 1, what I get is a lot of comedy and serious stuff that'll keep on building towards something real serious, and we'll probably get more of a serious feel as it goes on. But as of right now, definitely very wacky, very colorful cast. I mean, you got auto-tune on the robot, and I like how they play with the viewers in a way, because certain series like to do this. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, where you have the narrator, where he only really wants to talk when there's tits, and every now and then it's oh yeah, I forgot there's a big war. Yeah, thanks for fucking reminding me, I didn't know about that, so thanks for giving me a heads up that there's a war brewing around in the universe. And honestly, it's just really a cool, fun troll series. Nothing extravagant, and it's just really an enjoyable thing from what I take from it thus far. So I give for this first episode 1, for what it is, I'm going to give this one 6.5 out of 10. It was fine. Nothing, again, extravagant. No battles or anything. Well, there's some cool fights and stuff like that, and I like seeing them move around. I like the approach they took with the animation, where it's kind of just jumping into all these colors, and they're just really experimenting. It's a big experiment with this series. First of all, it premiering worldwide, and then as well as, having it in English first, and a lot of things. It's a big experiment, and from what I get so far, I don't see this being as a runaway hit from the start. but it has potential, and I just want to see where it goes. I could use a little bit more of a serious feel, and with due time, I'm sure we'll get it. So as of right now, it's just I'm gonna take it for what it is, and it's a funny comedy. Let's see where it goes from here. I'm hoping that with time, it does get a little bit more serious, because while it is fun and chill, the good thing about a series is that eventually you want to get more attached when you want more of a story in there. So hopefully we'll get that. But let me know what you think. If you've seen Space Dandy, what did you think about it? What do you think about the English voice actors? Because this is like a big treat. We got English dub really early. So what do you think about the English voice actors? What do you think about the premise so far? Were you disappointed? What were your expectations for it? Were you expecting something like an epic, and you got this kind of like more comedy chill? For me, I knew what I was getting into, so I didn't have high expectations. Like I wasn't expecting Titans to come down or to be locked in a game fighting for life or death, but then turn into some incest shit later on. No, but me, so far, it's funny. We'll see where it goes. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for Space Dandy. Space Dandy. And let's see where it goes from here. On ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.